Hello, Mila.
Dr. Arj, why are you playing with those animals?
I'm actually not playing with the animals. I'm organizing them into these certain categories that they fall into.
What type of categories are these in?
Well, see, this category right here is keystone species. Believe it or not, these friendly-looking creatures are actually very important in our ecosystems. You see, a bear not only keeps population levels low by, of course, consuming other animals, it also disperses seeds because it eats so many blueberries. You know that joke, how they're always eating blueberries. And then right here, you have indicator species. Now, these are the species that let people know, scientists, such as myself, know when something is not quite right in that ecosystem. They also warn other creatures when possibly a pH level is getting too high, or there could be a natural storm coming in, or such as that. Lastly, and my favorite, we have foundation species. See this friendly, cuddly bunny? They actually create habitats for a lot of creatures because they dig in burrows into the ground to raise their own families. And considering it's a R species, meaning it has a lot of babies super rapidly and they have a very short lifespan, oftentimes they leave the burrow uninhabited. And that allows for other animals to move on in. It's like a little hotel. Okay. Yep. Okay, so you got that right. This one does eat this one, not that aggressively and generally in a pack. This is actually called a predator. Predator eats prey. Prey is usually considered the weakling. Granted, prey is needed in any ecosystem for this one to survive. If a prey dies out or goes on the extinction list, then it has the potential to cause a downfall in the entire ecosystem. This cute little polar bear that I talked about earlier, this little guy right here is at huge risk. If you watch our video about global warming, you'll find out more why. But you see, this guy, he only has the Arctic. He's an endemic species, meaning he's only found in one place on Earth. So as his habitat gets slowly destroyed and as his food sources and supplies go down, he is dying. And there is not another to take his place. Speaking of endangered species, we have these three characters right here. The whale, the camel, and the rhinoceros. Now, the camel is hunted for its fur, generally speaking. These two, though, are hunted for other reasons. We have the whale, who's hunted for its blubber, which I'm sure you've all heard about. It is one of the most dangerous things for a whale to be hunted for, and oftentimes these killers are thrown back into the water after they are shot and skinned. Terrible way to go. Finally, we have the rhinoceros. For you kids who are being forced to play the piano, I need you to think. That horn right there is part of that piano, along with the other infamous elephant's tusks. These are the pieces that go into the playing of the instrument. Do you want to be a part of a mass murder? Ask yourself that question. You are killing this animal. I keep talking about how we are killing and harming all these animals, but I just want to take a quick moment to say how some of us, a few of us, are trying to save them. The Endangered Species Act was made in 1973 at the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species. This convention, also known as CITES, was a place to talk about how the major effects of trading dead animals internationally is the leading cause of why animals end up on the endangered species list. One of the top most endangered species is this lovable creature that every American supports. People need to stop releasing DDT, which thins these guys' eggshells, and then they never reach adulthood. Be smart, be wise.